SIforREF stands for the design and implementation of social innovative practices and policies for the inclusion of refugees in Central Europe. However, this week we're asking, what is it that makes practices and policies for the inclusion of refugees social innovative? Today I'm speaking with Dr. Christina Wilbert from Berlin, and I'd like to ask you, the first indicator is called policies and initiatives have to meet the specific needs of the target group. What does it mean for you? And could you maybe provide some example of that indicator?
The specific needs of the target group mean precisely what they are articulating themselves, actually. And for that, to know what they are articulating themselves, we have to connect with them. We have to know something about them. And a lot of people in Berlin has been a very welcoming city, have taken on an interest since the arrival, but perhaps not always within the welcoming, but not always knowing that you're standing in front of a person not only who has escaped war, but they had a past. And with this past, they have brought perhaps different kinds of experiences. And actually, one of the best ways to get to know is to ask people a little bit about themselves. What did they do before they left the country? And what do they hope for when they arrive here? And the other part is to give them opportunities to connect with one another as well as connecting with us and create opportunities for that. Because in this interconnection of what us and them becomes, we become aware of what might be possible. But for us, because we, let's say, as local citizens, may be more on the outside, we have structures that we're used to and policies we're used to, and don't understand necessarily how these are difficult for new arrivals to encounter and what problems they have with it. And only after getting to know them pretty well, you know what they're bringing and what they could offer. And so to listen to when they speak and give them a chance to network with you and others. And I think a good example, which I found was Back on Track, which is one of our best practices,
yes,
because it happens that this was originally teachers and educators, academics from Syria, who were looking for a way to secure that their own children got a good education in the school. And so they did a lot of mentoring, and they were training others to do mentoring, and also to keep up their own language and knowledge, because they knew their children had done more in school than would be recognized here, and so that they could make a good transition. And they began beyond the mentoring process to start programs for all those teachers who came here, who couldn't use any of the qualifications they had previously, but were looking for a bridge to enter the school system. And now they were able to get funding for intermediary programs that they offered on a yearly basis to interested academics and teachers of Arabic for other countries as well, not only Syria. And I really found that an outstanding example how you need to be working together and connecting at all levels. It's very important that we listen and hear, why is this difficult for these people to get into the system? What has it been your experience with that?
Let me summarize on the words you're saying. You're basically saying initiatives, if they're not even getting kind of developed from the people who really faced their own issues in the past, trying to make it better for future generations, or at least we should connect with the stakeholders who really know what are the key issues currently of the target group. These people, they have to be become part of the policy process or of the design of some initiatives, because they know what target group needs.
That's right, and we have to bring them together because they feel this is the co-creation process, which is essential to the whole concept. We will be talking about that later. The implementation of social innovation is that everyone comes from different perspectives. Everyone, I mean now key professionals, stakeholders of different kinds, and civil society and other kinds of organizations who have a role to play in influencing public opinion, but they wouldn't do it on their own. And if you don't bring them together, just because work is enough, so to speak, and we have to really get beyond that and stimulate this communication.
Thank you very much.
So I hope we will be successful in this process. Thank you.
Thank you.